After my mother passed, I didn't have the luxury to sit and cry. At 12 years old, while other kids were buying video games, I was holding a screwdriver, trying to figure out how the world works. But my curiosity didn't just lead me to workshops. It led me straight into a prison cell at 15. 3 days behind bars that broke my pride before it could destroy my future. Living with my father wasn't easy, and I had to rely on myself. I started working with a car electrician. It wasn't my thing, so I left. I tried working with a herbalist, but the environment was toxic. Finally, I found my place in a home appliance repair shop. Why? Because I had an obsession. How does this machine think? How does it work? Within 5 months, I mastered it. I became the guy the owner waited for every vacation. I was making my own money, but I never dropped my pen. In middle school, I was still a beast in exams. But life has a weird way of testing you. Before my final year in middle school, a local problem knocked on my door. A young girl from the neighborhood showed interest in me, but to avoid trouble with my father, I was harsh. I pushed her away. In retaliation, her family framed me with a false accusation. Suddenly, a top A student was thrown into a police cell for 3 days. I was innocent, and thankfully, the truth came out, and they dropped the charges. But those 3 days left a scar. We lost our job at the mosque, and everything changed. I went back to school with a vengeance. I was a monster that year. My grades were so high that the school chose me to lead the top students competition, the only boy with 5 girls. And that's when the real enemy stepped in. Pride. I became arrogant. I thought I had completed education. I started slacking off, distracted by superficial relationships, thinking I was invincible. And the universe gave me exactly what I deserved. A reality check. When the final results came out, I got 226.5 out of 280. I missed regular high school by just 1.5 marks. I was devastated. The girl I secretly loved left me with nothing but a chocolate wrapper that I still hold today as a reminder of my failure. I was forced into Services High School, paying more money for the same education, feeling like a loser. But this wasn't the end. This failure was the fuel for a project that would later stun everyone, something called Nico AI. And that's for the next episode.